Thank you very much. We're very happy to be here. We will have a quick introduction and tell you today about the case of JOSEF Seibel. Very happy to have Lukas with me here today.
Yeah, thank you too. Happy to be here.
So let's start with the presentation and say a few words about yourself, Lukas.
Well, I am Lukas. I'm working for JOSEF Seibel since 6 years now. I started in finance department and now I'm working in the e-commerce department for about 2 years. And today I want to tell you something about our journey in e-commerce and what things changed, how we get there where we are now.
Yeah, perfect. My name is Jonny Hofberger. I'm the head of sales of Plenty Markets, product of Plenty Systems. Let's have a quick introduction to what is Plenty Markets so you understand better what JOSEF Seibel is doing with it. First of it, I'll present a few numbers from last year. Other than others, we are not firing any people at Plenty Markets. We're not closing down anything at Plenty Markets. We had a very successful year last year with a growth of over 10%, which was, according to the year and what happened, a very, very good year in the end. We weren't thinking that way until July. Our customers at Plenty Markets were able last year to generate a GMV of 9.25 billion euros. That's more than 10% of the German e-commerce market that runs over Plenty Markets system. Every day, like 55,000 users log into the software, and yeah, we are one of the market leaders, connecting over 70 digital channels to the software. Released our cooperation with Shopify last year as well, that runs very successfully. And German-based company located in Kassel with over 270 people working there. Hi, Marcus. So what is Plenty Markets? Plenty Markets is an all-in-one solution. We have an own shop system, the Plenty Shop, and Lukas will say a few things about that later on. We have our own POS system, and we have, of course, all the marketplaces connected that are relevant in Germany and Europe. So cross-border trading is possible with Plenty as well. Furthermore, we connect shop systems that are outside there, so such as Shopify, Shopware, Magento, and so on. We, of course, connect to all the payment systems and to all the logistics solution, and that includes last mile carrier, because you can work in the warehouse with Plenty as well as third-party logistics. One of the most important things in Germany is that everything has to be correct, and all the numbers have to be correct. So we're a certified system. That means that all logs in the software can be saved for 11 years. So if a German fiscal department comes to you and wants to know who changed the price of that item 5 years ago and how was the price before, you're able to tell them. That's very important here. So let's have a quick look at the Plenty flow. Lukas will show you later on how they do it with JOSEF Seibel. And the Plenty flow is basically a timeline and a process. So it's a timeline from the left to the right, and you can follow the boxes step by step. So below the timeline, we can see the red boxes and the blue boxes. That is all the tasks that we do and the software has to do. And above the timeline, you can see all customer actions. So when we start from left to right, we have a red box. That means we have to push in all the content through the Plenty Market system. We have to connect channels. We have to put prices. And we have to put stock, of course, how many items we have of each. And then it goes automatically. So the customer, you can connect the marketplaces, the customer buys, you have a stock reconciliation, you have a payment through the customer, the software checks if the payment is there, then you can tell the customer that the order was placed correctly or the marketplace by a status change from the order. Then the Plenty Markets can print out the invoice, can produce the invoice, and we have a red box because someone has to run around in the warehouse and pick the order, of course. After picking the order, you can generate automatically the mail sticker and automatically transfer the tracking number to the customer or to the marketplace. And last red box, of course, someone has to deliver the items to your customers. Happy customer in the end, it's fine. What you can see here that the first guy who sees ever an order is the guy in the warehouse picking the order. So a lot of things are fully automated with Plenty Markets. And reverse, of course, returns are an issue. A lot of producers face. Those are automatically handled with Plenty Markets as well. As you can see, you can produce return labels. You can, in the warehouse, classify is the return an A or a B return, goes it back into stock or not, and then automatically transfer money back to the customer. That is also a process who's automated with Plenty Markets. So that was just a quick intro for you guys to see what Plenty Markets is, what the software does, basically. And now I hand over to Lukas, and I want you to show who's JOSEF Seibel and what you guys are doing.
Thank you, Jonny. So, first I want to tell you who actually JOSEF Seibel is. JOSEF Seibel is a German shoe brand, and that was the wrong direction. And we have a great tradition and a long history. JOSEF Seibel is one of the oldest shoe manufacturers in Germany. And it was in 1886 when the two brothers, Seibel, first made the first steps of shoe producing in the little town of Hauenstein, which is now known as the biggest shoe village in Germany. And today, it's Franziska and her husband Michael. They are running the company. Franziska is a direct descendant of these two brothers. And it was Franziska who initiated the change process in e-commerce or in the company itself. In 2022, we won the Shop Usability Award, which was an outcome of this modernization process. You can see Franziska here in the middle and her husband next to her. And now I want to show you what we did to get there, how we basically won this usability award. There were 3 big steps which we initiated to get there. First, there's verticalization, digital interface for trade, second, and digital multi-channel marketing is the third. So, first one was verticalization, which basically means we have an online shop, web shop, which is based on Plenty Markets, so Plenty Shop. And first, so before this modernization process, we had an online shop which was based on shopware. Back then we already had the Plenty system, but it was not a shop which was based on it. But after the relaunch of the brand, which we did 2 years before, we also got a new designed web shop, and This one was then based on Plenty Shop. Second important step was to integrate as much marketplaces as we could, which is very easy if you have a partner like Plenty Markets, because marketplaces, they really are strong with marketplaces. And I guess that's why they are called Plenty Markets.
Correct.
And multi-channel was the next step, which means that we had to integrate all offline stock based in our stores, as we wanted to sell them online. And the last step is internationalization, which we initiated last year. And major step here in internationalization was to integrate nearly all international Zalando marketplaces. So second column was digital interface for trade. Today we are using a PIM system. It enables us to get our products much faster online than before. It collects all the data and all the pictures of the products and so on. And we are also able to provide our B2B customers, so retailers, with this data. So if they want to sell our products online, they can, because we have a brand center where they can download all this information needed. And also the B2B shop comes with this, which means the retailers can make their reorder very fast and easy. They don't have to reach out to our internal sales team. The third step was digital multi-channel marketing. So basically all the marketing actions we perform online, such as social media marketing on Facebook or Instagram. We are sending newsletters to our customers using the tool Mailion. Of course, we are using Google AdWords, and we are collecting product reviews with the tool Ecomi, and it gives us the opportunity to, the possibility to show these reviews then online on product page. So next step, next thing I want to show you is the sales channel we have. Core of everything is Plenty Markets, of course, the ERP system in our online world. We have, as I said, the Plenty Shop connected to it, which comes with 7 languages today. We have the online marketing tools I mentioned before, such as Facebook and Mailion, but also price comparison with Idealo, and many marketplaces like Zalando and Otto, but also international ones like Galaxus in Switzerland or Cdiscount in France. So all these are directly integrated with Plenty Markets. We also wanted to sell our shoes on About You, which was not that easy because About You is a bit picky with the brands they want to show on the site. And that's why we're using HeyConnect as an aggregator, which can also be integrated directly with Plenty Markets. Then we have Synesty, which connects us to another...
Don't say it.
Sorry?
Don't say it. No, say it. Okay, come say it. I close my ears for a sec. Connects to?
To TradeByte. Yeah, TradeByte also very important tool for us. It connects us to many other marketplaces like the Zalando International ones. And and finally we have the warehouse. So warehouse is of course not a sales channel, but it brings me to next page because I want to show you a slide about stock management at JOSEF SEIBEL. So we have, as I said, the PIM system of content serve, and here we have all the product data together with product descriptions, which are automatically, so there's no one who writes the product descriptions, but we have a tool for this task. So RX Semantics does this automatically in many languages. And together with all this data and the stock, we have all the three things transferred to Plenty Markets. And the next thing is that we now want to sell our offline stock, which is in our stores, and which is also in a new company we bought last year. So J&S is Jump and Shoes, a retailer of sneakers, and the big project for this year is to bring J&S first on the shop system of ProHandel, and then with a plugin we want to bring all the stock to Plenty Markets and sell not only our shoes, which are offline, but also all shoes Jump and Shoes has on every sales channel you've seen before. And now I want to show you the the flow, as Jonny already mentioned, the general flow. We adapted the flow for our needs. So we have JOSEF SEIBEL flow. We put all the information and the stock together and bring them online on our web shop, of course, but also all these marketplaces. And when the customer buys a product online, we have first inventory reconciliation automatically by Plenty Markets. Then we have the payment. We have the payment providers, PayPal, of course. Everybody needs PayPal. Novalnet. Novalnet does for us basically all other payment integrations apart from invoicing. Invoicing we are doing with Axitos. Axitos gives us a chance to have a white label invoice solution. So on our invoices there is, you can see JOSEF SEIBEL, but it's made by Axitos. That's also very important for us because our customers, they find it very important that there's no third party in between. So it looks for them just as we are writing the invoice. So next step is, after receiving the invoice, the order confirmation, and then what's that? Pick and pack will be made with invoice. Then the order will be packed in our warehouse in Poland, and all the package information is transferred to DHL and Parcel One. Parcel One also important partner for us because all the international Zalando solution marketplaces, they want a specific carrier for their countries, such as PostNord, for example, in Denmark or in Sweden, and as DHL does not deliver by PostNord in these countries, we needed another solution here, so that's Parcel One. And finally, we hopefully have, after the delivery, a happy customer. So we have three major goals for this year. We want to merge this sneaker retailer I mentioned into our structure and connect the offline shops the stock to our Plenty Market system with help of this plugin. And third, if we have time left, but I don't think so, we will rethink our shipment process to Switzerland, because here we have an...
It's not running that smooth how it could be, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we have...
if anyone has ideas and experience with shipping to Switzerland, pass by the booth and let's talk about it.
Right, yeah, that would be helpful. So, next slide. That's you.
Yeah, take over, because thank you very much for now. Thanks. As you can see, we're cooperating with a lot of partners here. We're Plenty Market is in an environment. We have an open API description, and you can dock on the system whatever you want and whatever has a REST API. So we released last year the Pro Handle connector, which is a little awkward that you as a shoe company use that, because all the shoe companies usually use Ethos and Spock. But we have a connector coming out this year for that as well. ContentServe as one of the biggest PIMs in Germany, Axitos, as he said. The nice thing about it is also that the invoices are insured, so you don't have trouble with the invoicing later on. That's one of the main things.
Yeah, that's very important for us, yes.
Of course, the web shop was built, that's why it's mentioned, from Frontend Bear. If you go on joseph-seibel.de, it's a very nice shop, go and visit. And last but not least, Bonnie and Bonnie. They were called before, now they're e-commerce. Mark is here, hi. That's in this case, we showed a lot of more partners, even TradeByte as the connection to the smaller marketplaces. So if you're keen on downloading something, learn more about D2C approaches with Plenty Markets, you can get a white paper here with that QR link, and it is in German. So if you need an English translation, we will publish that soon on our webpage. So you can download a white paper here if you like. I'll wait till all the phones are down. Okay, perfect. Next slide, again, phones up. You can connect to Lukas and myself via LinkedIn, and Lukas also loves Xing, so you can find him on Xing as well. I had to say that. And for further questions, you can meet us with Mark, the agency that was building all this, at our booth, which is right across this hall outside. It's the stand D3.3. So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks you for your attention. And yeah, if you have any questions, maybe we have some questions, or just come by the booth. There's a question.
Oh, I see one. Just a second.
Yeah, hi, my name is Alex. I'm working with Ludwig Gertz. And I have a question: what type of feed marketing or feed engine are you using? Are you doing this with Pro Handle plugin?
He wants to. Did you understand the question? He wants
to
know.
Should I ask again?
Yeah. What do you mean with
what type of feed engine are you using? Like, how do you market feeds? Like, are you using Channel Pilot, or like?
Plenty Markets.
It is in the Plenty Market solution.
Yes.
All right, I see.
Exactly.
Thank you.
All the feeds coming from Plenty Markets to all marketplaces and shops.